Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back here with another Kaspa video. Before we get into it, could you please Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? So here we are, the hash rate staying the same. And I got so excited about having Fucktober be the thumbnail. And last night I didn't sleep very well. So this morning I could not even think about it. Um, but obviously we know that a lot of people were expecting October, and it still can very well be. We could still end October up 20%. So, these short-term price actions, it's almost better to not even look at the chart. The pi cycle top indicator is it's getting diverging further away. The orange and yellow line which is one of the big indicators I'm looking at. But you just have to step back at these times. And I want to talk another thing about the HBO. That was basically they tried to say that Peter Todd was Satoshi. Was not much evidence. Some people think that it was bad because it just maybe put the wrong emphasis on too much, maybe even made Peter Todd a threat. Most people don't really think it's him. And some people think that it's good because BlackRock and them could be potentially just getting it so that more people know about it. But the one thing I think that highlights is because the fact that Jonathan is still alive, and some people might not like what he says sometimes on Twitter, has been a point of contention for some people. Some people like it, don't like it. Some people outside of Kaspa community have criticized it. The one thing I think, though, you can see, though, is Bitcoin really needed someone that was disappeared and unknown because it was the first one. And since it's got more mass adoption and overall in the world on planet Earth, it's still not super mass adopted, but it's been accepted and is a publicly traded ETF. And so you can see, look how, Ethereum's way up there and it's got a known founder. So I think that having the first biggest one have an unknown founder, and now that it's kind of pretty much seen legitimate, you can flip on CNBC, MSNBC, and you can see people talking. The Bitcoin price is hovering on the bottom of the screen. Now you have an Ethereum ETF, which has a founder. So I think that makes the fact that Kaspa has a living founder a nothing burger, in my opinion, because it's not as important. The first one that kicked it all off and the biggest one, it's important, but not so much for the ones that come after it, because basically all the other ones do have a founder and they're still getting traction in Solana, and XRP and all that stuff. So just takes patience. Right now I'm thinking about buying more Kaspa, and that's the one thing that's tough is when you see a lot of red candles stacking up together. A lot of people get fearful and trading. It depends when you bought in, but like for me, I'm not even considering selling anything because none of the fundamentals of the projects I hold change. Kaspa, Bitcoin, dog go to the moon, which is a meme coin, and you're not expecting any technological things, but everything that makes me like it, nothing has changed. And same thing with Kaspa. So, and all these things that make me think that we still have the top to go. There's the charts, but then there's also just the overall, like here's Coin Bureau. You can see that towards the end of last cycle, they're getting 10 million views and they have more subscribers now and they're only getting 2.3 million views. So I don't feel like that we still have a long time to go to the top. So when I want to sell is when the price is fluctuating, but it's somewhere where I think it's near the top and I don't think we're there. So that's my 2 cents. There's a good video by Crypto T. It's got 180 likes and 2,000 views, so a good chance he saw it. He is just basically say why he is buying when Kaspa influencers, mainly archetype, and he pointed out some of his posts about how October's begin, send it higher. He's buying, and he's talked about buying when it was higher, and I don't know, 16 cents or 17 cents, and then now he sold. And he's saying he can do whatever he wants, but he's basically posting about buying at a higher price and selling at a lower price. And, you basically want to buy low and sell high, but that's a good video. I'd give it a watch. That's the first video I've watched of him, and a very good video. So yeah, that's it. Basically, I just wanted to make a quick video that, October still has plenty of time to turn around, and maybe it is a down October. That would be the third one since they've been charting since 2013. Um, and things have changed too. Like some of these months back here in 2017, where it went up 48%, 53%, 38% back here, it's just different now because there's a lot more liquidity. So to get a 50% gain, you need, the market cap of Bitcoin was a lot smaller in 2017. So it's easier to get a 50% gain. But, in altcoins like Kaspa with the $4 billion market cap, there's a lot more room for gains. So for me, we're a long ways away from my price target to start selling Kaspa. So to me, it's still the accumulation phase. That's not financial advice. That's just my opinion. I mean, I bought some at 14 and a half cents. I don't know, last week or the end of last month, so if I bought some at 14 and a half cents, um, why wouldn't I be interested in buying it now? Because if I'm trying to acquire as much as I can long term, or try to acquire as much as I can to sell next year when I think it's near the top, my mind isn't changed. And so it's just hard to look. Sometimes it's just better not even look at that. Look at the other stuff, or just don't even look at crypto at all. And, for me, everything is super exciting right now because it feels like whether it happens next month or December, we're going to have somewhere there's going to be 6 or 7 9 months, and there's going to be a lot of heavy upward price action that's going to change my life financially. And I'm focusing on my game plan to take some profits next year, and part of that is playing the offensive phase of accumulating, which I think we're still in that offensive phase. But at some point here we're going to flip, and then you'll be looking, and I think the pi cycle top indicator will start moving towards the green line, and maybe things change. Maybe it doesn't get to the green line this time. But that's basically it. And I don't think it matters that Kaspa is a living founder. You probably don't care, but I think the fact that um, there's a lot of big projects that do have living founders, and Bitcoin is more well established. So I think when you have something that's growing organically and it's kind of the first one of its kind of having no one really control it was a benefit. And for these other projects, you don't necessarily need that same thing. And eventually, the core devs will be a whole new group of people. Probably some of the core devs now are going to probably fall off, and there'll be new core devs. And someone else could, like KRC20s. They did some stuff. The core devs did basically for like wallet integration, but when you have decentralized blockchain, people could build whatever they want on top of it, good or bad. So that's all I got. I'm super excited about where we're at because I think with looking at like YouTube views, the monthly trading volume on crypto, and other factors like Pi Cycle Top Indicator, feels like we have a long ways to go. So it's always fun when your bags are going up, but it's also still time to play offense in my mind. I don't think we've switched out of the offensive phase. So, yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I guess we'll see what turn the graph upside down, and then you get a local all-time high. Kaspa all-time high in December. That'd be nice. Yeah, I mean, it could get going. Um, you just never know. But if it gets ripping and roaring later this month or November, maybe big money's kind of waiting to see which political party's in there. I don't know. There's some big guys up there at the top manipulating it. But yeah, that, somewhere it feels like we're getting kind of close. I know it's like 160 roughly days after the halving. And what are we like now? 174 days? How many days since April 19th? 173 days. I think a lot of times is around 160 before we really started seeing the upward price action. So it feels like soon we will, but there's macroeconomic conditions. You never know. But some point next year, I think we're going to be a lot higher. And yeah, I mean, we're really not that far. We're 36% down, but a couple good days can put us back up to where we're just 20%, 15% away from all-time highs. So I could see us going back up to all-time highs this year. Just takes patience. Just going to look at a couple more comments. Good evening, my friend. Bought Monday and Tuesday and planning on buying tomorrow. DCA, add a little to my bag when prices are so low. It feels like the market's being manipulated by exchanges buying cheap. It could be, but then, Kaspa is also affected by the overall market. So even though Kaspa does tend to, when it kind of peaks, it's kind of peaking at a different time. But when you look at the market now, you can see that Bitcoin's down 2.7%, ETH 2.8%, BNB 2%, Solana 3.75%, Tron 0.5%. So everything's down right now. But it's possible that there's some tier ones or someone like that that's potentially trying to keep it down just so they can acquire more before a listing. But once it gets ripping and roaring, that probably won't be too much of a problem. So thanks for watching. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I think Kraken posts on Thursday about their future listings, so maybe we'll see something. Who knows? Thanks for watching, and yep, exactly. It feels like a shakeout. So this could be the last shakeout in the overall market. Quarter crawler, let's go. Thank you. DCA time, I agree. Thinking about picking up a little bit more myself. I bought some at 14.5 cents, so why wouldn't I want to buy some more at 13.5 cents? Not financial advice. I've been buying since 5 cents, and I did screw up because the very first ones I bought were 7/10 of a penny, and then they got up to about a penny and a half, 2 cents, and it wasn't very much. And but back then, I mean, man, you could buy like 10,000 for like $50 or something. It was or 60, $70 or something. Yeah, I guess 10,000 for $70. And so that was I fumbled that, but then I started, reaccumulating, basically started building my bags at 5 cents and dollar cost average in, and next year I'll dollar cost average out and maybe keep a little bit of bag for the long haul. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Stay bullish. I think that Fucktober is going to turn into something better. Maybe we still finish red, but November, December, January, something's going to be popping here and it's going to be magical. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.